Hello, this is very possibly the best budget films editor, James, and this video, with a very light budget, is all about the different major events of World War II in chronological order. So, without any further ado, let's get straight in with Part 1. Part 1. The Nazi Invasion of Poland. The German invasion of Poland began on the 1st of December 1939, 1 week after the signing of the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact between Germany and the Soviet Union. The Soviets invaded Poland on the 17th of November. The German invasion of Poland led to World War II because Britain and France had guaranteed Poland's border and declared war. On September 3rd, 1939, Britain declared war on Germany. This marks the beginning of World War II in Europe. This leads us into Part 2, the German invasion of the Soviet Union. Operation Barbarossa was the codename for the Axis invasion of the Soviet Union, which started on Sunday, 22nd of June, 1941, during World War II. In the 2 years leading up to the invasion, Germany and the Soviet Union signed political and economic pacts for strategic purposes. Nevertheless, the German High Command began planning an invasion of the Soviet Union in July 1940. Part 3. The Holocaust. The Holocaust was a period of World War II spanning from 1939 to 1945, when millions of Jews were murdered because of who they are. The killings were organised by Germany's Nazi Party, led by Adolf Hitler. Jews were the main target of the Nazis, and the greatest number of victims were Jewish. Nearly 7 out of every 10 Jews in Europe were murdered because of their identity. The Nazis also killed other groups of people, including Romas, the disabled people. They also arrested and took away the rights of other groups like gay people and political opponents. Many of them died as a result of their treatment. The Holocaust was an example of genocide. Part 4. Japanese imperialism. From 1640 to 1853, Japan was isolated while the rest of Asia became imperialized by Western powers. In the early 1800s, Britain, France, Russia, and the USA tried to negotiate trade rights with Japan. The Japanese repeatedly refused Western trade. Part 5. The Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor on December 7, 1941. President Franklin Roosevelt called it a day which will live in infamy. On that day, Japanese planes attacked the U.S. naval base at Pearl Harbor, Hawaii territory. The bombing killed more than 2,300 Americans. It completely destroyed the American battleship, the USS Arizona, and capsized the USS Oklahoma. The attack sank or beached a total of 12 ships and damaged 9 others. 160 aircrafts were destroyed and 150 others damaged. The attack took the country by surprise, especially the ill-prepared Pearl Harbor base. Part 6. D-Day. Normandy invasion, also called Operation Overlord or D-Day, during World War II, the Allied invasion of Western Europe, which was launched on June 6, 1944, with a simultaneous landing of US, British and Canadian forces on 5 separate beachheads in Normandy, France. By the end of August 1944, all of the northern France was liberated, and the invading forces reorganized for the drive into Germany, where they would eventually meet with Soviet forces advancing from the east to bring an end to the Nazi Reich. 2 American atomic bombs were dropped in Japan with devastating effects on the 6th of August 1945. The Enola Gay, a B-29 Superfortress plane, dropped the atomic bomb Little Boy on Hiroshima. This single bomb killed 80,000 people immediately and about 60,000 more within 6 months. That was a very brief summary of 7 of the main events that made up World War II. This has been a Budget Films production. Until next time, have a good one.